We are working on a project here going into next year. We want to clear some things out. So amongst being busy trying to get some sales and end of the year sales during this holiday season, we're also trying to rearrange some things so we go into the next year moving, already at the same speed or faster. We just cleared out this space here. So you can see there's room along this wall. And what we're going to do, if you can see behind me, we have shelves. We are actually working on changing up some of our platforms or some of our storage so that we can utilize not only our space a little bit more efficiently, but we're also looking at the idea of when we build our eBay store bigger to go along with our online auctions for our downsizing and consignment stuff. So we're really looking to put that into place. We're going to move 3 shelves over here, and I'll get back to you in a bit and show you what that looks like. What we want to do is take this old aisle that's behind me that was actually not being utilized the way we'd like it to, and we're going to put 2 more rows in there so we can make up for a bigger eBay store. More shelving units for our eBay. So these are our shelves that we do our online consignment sales, our online auctions with. So we wanted to keep the warehouse uniform. And you can see there's stuff on here. We have a sale coming up, so make sure you go to www.recycleneo.com. That is actually where you can find our online auctions. So this was a big part of our business when we first got started, and we wanted to build an eBay store, but this was our main source at that time. With these shelves, we incorporated a little bit into our eBay, which is how we got into these shelves that we had already. So coming this year, we wanted to build that out. We got more of these shelves for eBay. They do interlock, so you can't just knock one out the way. These are 36 wide by 18 deep by 70 to 72 inches tall. So what I had to figure out was boxes that worked for us. And in between these, the 2 posts, I think it was like about 32 inches. So I had to find specific boxes. These are 10 wide by 12 high by 18 deep. So that gives us the opportunity to be able to pull it, but it fits the 3 along the shelves, and it really organized the shelves where we can build up and utilize the majority of the space here. We also, for big items, we can actually take these shelves out and actually kind of customize it. So as we get down towards the end, we'll be actually building out an area for the bigger pieces that we can house, but we're really trying to fine tune down the small, clothing or small electronics like video games. Because these are still customizable, we could build up even more if we really want to, because we can buy a shelving piece and there's still room to build onto it. Like I said, they're completely customizable. So we can go up more if we want to. We got these from Menards, and the funny thing is, when we see it go on sale, these are roughly about what, 50, 55 bucks a piece?
$49.99 at full retail. Yep.
But usually we wait till they go on sale and then we'll buy a run of them. The importance of the system is when we have employees, they can come in and we can just simply show them this system and they can find the item. So now it's not a matter of, well, who made the item, who posted the item, where did they put it? Now it's a matter of, here's the box, here's the number, go pick the item, and we can ship it. But right now we're going to pull some orders. You can see we have 10 orders going out today, and we have our SKU numbers. Now we have this new system where our SKU numbers come up when they order, so we know where to go and pull these items.
There's the handy dandy little cart for placing the items on as we're pulling.
And we'll start back here and work our way to our shipping area.
Ignore the messy piles that haven't been cleaned up yet.
So here's one of the reasons we had to get it in place. We had some clothes that we were listing on eBay, And we had another area for the hard items because we do buy storage units, and we do bulk buys, and it's not all clothes, but we get into electronics, we get into clothes, and some other collectibles that we're very familiar with, like knives. So we needed a way to organize it. One of them was this area here. We have a camo vest that Cabela's right there. So that sold over the weekend, but this is a good point of why we created the system that we put together, because we didn't have a good way to organize this and figure it out other than it's on a rack and trying to organize that rack. So now I got to go in here, compare the item, and make sure I have the right item.
So we have multiple clothing racks. And this one, this round one, started out as our eBay rack, but then it got full. So then we expanded to this rack, became our eBay rack, but then that one filled up, so we knew that we needed to, and then that one wasn't eBay, and it just got very confusing. See, he's checking the label to make sure it's the right one, because we've had lots of different camo type items.
Yep. So basically I got to compare the pattern that I see in here, and I got to compare the label, and it just slows things down. So we did figure out a system.
This is part of our eBay store, but they're not in our inventory system yet. So it is still a work in progress, but we have all these shelves available for us.
All right, so here we are. So we'll start from the end, work our way forward, because our shipping's over there. So we have something in box 54. This actually came out of a nice video. Finally got this washed and updated. We've been working a challenge where Lisa and I are challenging ourselves to list 15 items a day. We create 20 listings. We list 15 a day. We save 5 for the draft bank. So it's been working well, because we've actually, with this new organization, we've added almost 2 more shelves of items into our inventory. So this is how that looks now. And I am going to say, we have been watching Daily Refinement for over a year now. And he had introduced, I believe it was Instagram, he had said something about Paleo Tech. And watching Paleo Tech, he's the one that gave us the idea that works with our inventory system of these labels, putting them in the boxes. And basically, since we do a combination of things, it really works well with the fact that not everything we do is clothes, and his inventory system seemed to have helped us out as well. So now we're in box 46. We have quite a few items from box 46. So we're going to go to box 46 here. And we have 2 speed loaders. Here we are. And what I did, since we have multiples, I just simply put, you can see here, is box 46, and his numbers 418 through 420. So that's how I knew. Here's 419. Here's 420. So we need 2 of these. So that's going to be those 2 packages. We have a speed loader. That is one of these. There we are. 426. This is a scope. What else do we have? Box 32. I'm going to go down to 32, which is right here. So let's pull out 32, and we have what? 0, 229, 226. Here we are. So we have this one, 0, 229. So basically everything's already ready. There's an item number, and it made it real easy to figure it out now that we finally built our eBay store up more and realized that we needed to put some systems in place if we wanted to get bigger. This year we put all these shelves going down here, you can see. So we built out the eBay store. These shelves, if we have approximately 10 items per box, which most boxes are about 10 items, could be more, could be a little less, but on average 10 items per box, we have 12 shelves going down. That's a 2,500 item store that we now can have on eBay, and it's organized. In the first couple weeks of January, we've already added 2 new shelves of items to our eBay store. So when we fill this out, we'll be able to find our items. Now, Lisa pointed out this middle here. This here actually gives us the ability to build another row of shelves, and we have the ability again if we want to build it out even bigger.
The nice thing about having the closed package is it also saves time when shipping, because everything is ready to ship. It just gets slipped into a poly mailer and a label gets slapped on it. It's real fast and easy.
We are at 358. All right, and this is everything we have to ship. Sorry we've been quiet on some of our sourcing videos and our storage unit videos, but a little bit of what we've been doing, reorganizing at the beginning of the year, and this is just a little bit of what we're doing.